Everyone, so in this video, I'm just going to explain to you what you can do with the Outgrow and HubSpot integration and how you can use these both amazing softwares together to boost your marketing and customer engagement, retention, and various other things. So let me just explain to you what Outgrow does. Outgrow enables marketers to create personalized content like calculators, quizzes, recommendations, forms, surveys, chatbots, polls, contests, and assessments. These high converting and viral experiences add real value to the customer, enable new levels of engagement, and generate helpful data that you can use to qualify and segment leads. So this is the Outgrow website, and once you're on the website, you can see the various kinds of interactive content that you can build. And if you go on templates here, you can either search all the interactive content by your industry, or you can see all the basic types of interactive content here. So if you click and search by industry, for instance, uh, you will see an entire page load up where you can preview all the different kinds of interactive experiences that are in your industry. So here you'll see a bunch of industries you can choose from, and then within that there are all these experiences like quiz, chatbot, calculator that you can either preview or you can build your own. You can customize it, which will just guide you through the sign up process, and it will eventually, once you've signed up, you will end up on your dashboard. And once you're on your dashboard, you would see the 8 kinds of basic interactive experiences you can build. And if you hover your cursor over any of these, you will see what this interactive experience is for and the types of examples you can build, examples of interactive experiences that you can build from here. And I've already talked about these earlier, and in separate videos you can see tutorial about these. In this video, I'm basically going to explain to you how you can set up the Outgrow and HubSpot integration and how you can transfer all the leads data that you have collected from Outgrow to HubSpot and use it in HubSpot workflows. So for this, I'm going to use a sample experience here. This is a return of investment calculator. So if you click on this, it will take you to the builder. And the builder is pretty simple and self-explanatory. As you can see, you click anywhere on the builder. For instance, here, you can just edit the text here. This is the lead generation in this particular experience, and here is the question. There are 10 or 11 kinds of different questions that you can use, including multi-select or a text area if someone wants to enter a particular text, or date time picker if any experience is allowing the customer to make an appointment. It can happen in a date time picker, or you can have someone upload a file. So all of that is possible quite easily in Outgrow, and you can add different kinds of images from here in each questions. So once you've just done that and made your interactive experience, whatever it is, then you just go to configure. To set up the integration, you just go to integrations next, and then you scroll down to HubSpot. In my case, I've already set this integration once, so it's just asking me to reconfigure. But if you're setting this integration up for the first time, it will ask you to configure instead of reconfigure. So once you click on configure, it'll ask you for your API key and your HubSpot login email address, and that would allow you to set up the basic integration. And then once you click on reconfigure, this is the HubSpot account I have. I have 2 options here, to proceed or to proceed with segment, and I'm going to show you both the options. For proceed, if you click on proceed, you can see it will load up all the Outgrow fields, and it will load up all the corresponding HubSpot fields. So every time any customer of yours goes to your Outgrow interactive experience, they leave behind all this data about questions, answers, results, and all this. So all of this data can be then mapped onto and passed on to HubSpot for all these fields that exist in HubSpot and all the workflows that exist in HubSpot. So as you can see, you can map name onto name, you can map email onto email, and so on and so forth. All the questions can be mapped, all the results can be mapped, and UTM sources, UTM parameters, city, country, region, location, IP addresses, all of this can be mapped onto their corresponding HubSpot fields. And once you've done the mapping, you can click on test connection, and that would just set up the connection. And from now on, automatically all the data would be passed into HubSpot every time any one of your clients participates in an Outgrow experience that you have built. So that is what you can do about the proceed. function, but the proceed with segment function is a bit more complex because what it allows you to do is basically it allows you to filter all the data that you have on Outgrow before you send it to HubSpot. So it gets rid of all the data that you don't want. It allows you to segment data in particular ways and then send it to HubSpot. So all the filtering of the data happens in Outgrow and then it is passed on to HubSpot. So you just click on that and it'll show you all the segments that you've made on Outgrow. So for making a segment on Outgrow, you just go to Analyze and then you go to User Details. And in the User Details section, what you're going to see is all the data that your experience has collected from your different users. And what you can then do is create a segment. So for instance, you can create a segment around different questions or different results. So if people have answered question 3 in any particular way, so you want to collect people who answered question number 3 in one particular way, and you want to create a segment out of that, you have all these if and or and statements that allow you to filter the answers to question 3 in a particular way and create a segment about that. And once that segment is created, you can then name it something, and then you can just go to your integration section, go back to HubSpot, the HubSpot integration, go back to the proceed with segment section, and you will have the segment there, and then you can export that data to HubSpot. And that is in short how you can create the integration between Outgrow and HubSpot and use both these softwares in unison. If you have any more questions, feel free to email questions@outgrow.co. And thanks for watching this video.